All right, before we start this video, real quick, a huge thank you to you guys. I just passed 600 subscribers, I think in the last week or so. I don't really keep count. I'm trying to get to monetize this channel. Believe it or not, this channel is not monetized, even though you see YouTube ads, because YouTube is a bunch of freaking pricks sometimes. You have to have 4,000 hours of watch time and 1,000 subscribers before you can monetize it. I'm not there yet, but guess what? They put ads on my videos anyway. Isn't that messed up? But anyway, thank you guys for watching this channel and supporting me. I just passed 600 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000, and keep watching my video, guys. Now let's get to this video. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason here. In this video, we're going to have a fun little project. We are going to make a custom pickguard and possibly the truss rod cover for the Jaymz Flying V I built. Now, this is purely for aesthetics. We don't need to make the pickguard. That guitar came with one humbucker, and you don't need a pickguard for it. I'm just doing it for fun because I think it'll look cool. And the area where you would normally have the neck humbucker, it's not there, and it looks a little bare to me. So I want to put a custom pickguard, and I think it'll just look cool. So let me show you what I got. Okay, I went on Amazon and got 2 pieces of 12 by 16 1/8 inch thick black acrylic. The kit came with a 2-pack. I don't even think it was 20 bucks. I think it was like 16 bucks or something. There you can see it is actually black, and these are actually kind of heavy. They got some weight to them, but we're gonna make the pickguard out of this. And then I also bought some black guitar screws that will use this to screw it down. It'll be black, so it should blend in fairly nice. And I also picked this up off of Amazon. You're definitely going to need this to save some time and effort. This is basically a drum sanding kit. And you can actually get this at Harbor Freight. I bought this one at Harbor Freight, but I figured since I ordered all this off of Amazon, I might as well just order this too. And you got all kinds of different sizes of drums. And you basically slip this on here. You want to tighten this up, and then you stick this in your drill press. And that'll basically, you're going to spin that, and then you can just kind of put something on there and sand the sides of it. And that's what we're going to do to sand the sides of this really nice, is we're going to use the drum sander. Also, once we have the pickguard made, we're going to need to drill the holes, and then we're going to countersink them. You can get this little countersink bit. I think I get it at Home Depot. And we'll put that in the drill press to countersink the holes, so the screws will sit as flush as possible. And so the first thing we have to do is make a template. And that's what's actually going to take almost as much time, because I've got to basically get a couple of pieces of paper taped together and draw the guitar where the pickguard is going to be. Draw the guitar body basically, and then we can draw in the pickguard that we want. Okay, here's the template I made. So these are just like 11 by 8.5 pieces of typing paper. Taped them together. On the back, we'll use this, and the Flying V should be just enough to take that up. Now, the hard part is actually transferring the dimensions of the Flying V guitar on this paper. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here by the neck. I'm going to start with the neck, like the neck coming into the body. And then the rest of the dimensions should be fairly easy, I guess. I'm not going to film this part. This could take a while. I'm not sure exactly how to do this. I'm going to go do a whole bunch of measurements, have the guitar, and then I'll show it to you when we're done. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this, because these stupid shop lights just keep turning off. So there's not a lot of light over here. I'm having to use my halogen light stand. So, but anyway, here is the Flying V template I made. Obviously, this is kind of your neck, the body. Now, it does go a little bit wider than this, but that's the beveled area that starts to slope down. So all I did was do a template of the flat area. This is the Floyd Rose bridge, the humbucker, and approximately where that knob is. So all this outside space is where we can design something cool. So yeah, all we have to do is just basically use my pencil and just draw the pickguard we want, and then cut it out, and then we'll trace it onto the acrylic. But that's the whole thing. What do I want the pickguard to look like? So this is what I have so far, guys. This is kind of what I was envisioning, this thing right here. And I got the holes for where I would put the screws, I guess. Kind of a Batman looking thingy, I guess. Like, I don't know. This is what I came up with. Wanted something a little funky and different. Alright guys, here's the sheet of acrylic. I used my, this is something that I was gonna do, hoping to do, and hope it would work out, and it did. I got my orbital sander. I sanded one whole side of the black acrylic. If you guys know this when you get this, it's a mirror shiny finish. But I didn't want that on the guitar because it would, you know, it's a weather look. Now, in real life, you cannot see the grain pattern as much as what you're looking at right now. Alright, this is what a piece of acrylic looks like when you cut it with a drill press. It makes a freaking mess all over the place. Here's the piece came out. Now you guys are probably wondering, why the hell am I cutting it this way? Because I don't have a better way of doing it without destroying it. You can't just take a jigsaw to acrylic. You'd have to press it between two pieces of wood. I don't have the wood right now. This is how I cut it, and basically what I'm going to do is take it to my 1x30 sander, and we're going to clean all this up. This does work. I've done it before. It's the long way, and it makes a mess, but this is an easy way to cut acrylic if you don't have, you know, specific tools like a freaking water jet or laser or whatever the heck you are supposed to use for this. Okay, here's my 1x30 bench belt sander. You got a used pretty gritty belt on here, and we're going to just clean all of this up here. I already did a test run right there. It's working really good. All right, we cleaned this up as much as we could with the 1x30. Now there's the drum sander. We're going to take this and use that to clean this up. Okay, the pickguard is pretty much done as far as cutting it out and smoothing out the. Now we're gonna hand sand this. I'm gonna take probably some 320 grit or whatnot, and we're gonna sand the edges smooth, and then let's see if I can put like a small little bevel, sand the corners, and then I'm actually going to use some of this, the lemon oil fretboard on here to darken it, put some oil on it, and we'll see how that looks. All right, here's the pickguard. It's all sanded, and this is why I wanted to sand off. You see the mirror finish, I already got a crap load of scratches. This is why I didn't want to keep the mirror finish on it. It's almost impossible to keep acrylic from scratching, so we got this really nice dull black look. Now, we're going to drill the holes where I think they should be to mount this, and then we'll put the oil, the lemon oil stain on it, or not the stain, but just it'll probably darken it and keep, because since this is rough, when at any time this gets any grease or oil from your skin, it's going to start darkening. So we're just going to like take care of that right away. Okay, now we got that countersink bit on here, and we're just going to countersink these holes a little bit so those screws lay flush, or as best as we can. So there's the holes countersunk. It's not extremely clean, but the screws are going to cover that. So now we will apply the oil. Okay, now that came out really cool. You can't see all those lines as much in person, but Damn, that looks cool. Now we're going to bring the guitar out here and screw this thing on. You'll see it on the guitar for the first time. Okay, here's the guitar without the pickguard. Here's the guitar with the pickguard. I know it looks a little funky at first, but you know what? I kind of like it. I like it. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm going to mark the holes with a permanent marker and then drill them with my drill, and we'll screw it on in. All right, there she is, all finished. I think it looks pretty freaking cool. Again, it is strictly for show. We do not need this at all. This was just to spice it up and give it a look because that other humbucker is not there. I think that looks pretty sick. I am now wondering if maybe I should put like another flame right there. Maybe a little one right there. Yeah, might be pushing it. But that looks pretty cool. I like it. All right, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you're new, click to subscribe and like the video for me. It really helps me out. And you guys, stay metal out there. Metal till death as always, guys.